The Pantsless Wonder is back. I actually haven't played this character since about December 14th. Since then, I've had the videos that I've had so far queued, and I have leveled up 4 different characters in Standard to through the story since then. One of them has gotten to level 88, so I've been really studying the game, and I think I'm going to change what this character is doing. I was thinking about just doing a whole new character, but this might be a good opportunity to show how you can fix a character that is in progress, or at least try to. I do have some refund points. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with those yet, but I think I want to switch to doing a minion build, because minion builds are, I just found out that they're really powerful. So first I'm going to go through here and see what reward I can get. Not really interested in any of these things. Yeah, I'll just grab whatever. So, my playstyle may appear different. I actually have a list now of all the optional quests that actually give passive points, so I won't be doing anything that I don't have to. So now, right, I was here. Gotta go to the crematorium. I see. I know what I'm doing now. Do you sell... Who sells skill gems here? Not you. I think I gotta go back to Act 1. There it is. I think. Yep. 1 scroll of wisdom. Buy that. Let's see here. I also want... minion... I want a support gem. Let's see. Minion damage support. Yep, I can just slot that in. Okay. So I have open slots for that. Sort of. Do I have any... I've got the chromatic orbs to do that. Okay. Oh, I can't do that. Whoops. Modifying my shield to have... There we go. Summon Raging Spirit in 1 slot, and then I will put minion damage support to give them more damage in the other slot. Put that back in, and put my Flame Dash back in. Oops. Oh, this is kind of a pain on the controller sometimes. Alright. Now, get my mouse off of that. Let's see. Change my skills over here. I'm gonna have Flame Dash on B. What is that on X there? Molten Shell. I'll put Summon Raging Spirit on A, because that's where Exsanguinate was gonna be, but I'm not actually gonna use Exsanguinate. I've decided against that, completely in this playthrough. Because I tried to make an Exsanguinate self-cast build work, and it just didn't... I think I need better gear to make that work. And to get the better gear, I need to get a character that has a really fast clear speed, which is going to be a minion build or, what's it called? Raging... Righteous Fire? Yeah, I think it's Righteous Fire. I haven't tried Righteous Fire yet, but, I do like the minion build. I'm gonna be skipping those things, I think. I'm gonna be skipping a lot. I gotta find the crematorium. I think that's up here. Yeah. Yep. So I'm just going to be running past everything because I'm level, what, 27, and this is level 24. I want to try to have it to where the area that I'm in is about 2 levels above me. Can't get in there yet. So, Summon Raging Spirit, if you're a newbie, is pretty much the first minion skill you can get. It summons a little flaming skull that angrily goes towards its targets and bites them. And it does fire damage. It converts... It apparently does physical damage, but then converts it to fire damage. I'm not entirely sure how exactly that's different from just doing straight fire damage. I'm going to have to research that a little bit, but I would imagine that it causes different interactions with things like skill gems. But I don't really know the specifics yet. But this little thing is amazing. So if you just spam it, you can actually have lots of these little guys. You can see the green health bars. They run around, look for targets, and kill them. And they are actually quite strong for their level. I was shocked at just how powerful minions are with actually very little gear, which makes a minion build a very good league starter. That's why a lot of the player base uses Summon Raging Spirit. I've been using POE Ninja, which is a fantastic website that shows you what people are doing with their builds. And, what people's main skills are and stuff like that. Tornado Shot is definitely the most popular right now as of this video, but Summon Raging Spirit, I believe, is in second place, if I remember correctly. And so there's a reason for that. You know, I was trying to do something fancy, and I have realized that maybe I could make the fancy thing work, but I need gear to do it. And if you want to get the gear, you got to be able to clear. And to be able to clear, you got to go fast and be able to do it with, you know, just regular rares that you pick up. If you want to do that on solo self-found, you're going to have to go with what is going to feel like kind of a cookie-cutter build. And I didn't want to have to do that, but I have kind of seen the light. I was going to try to prove that, you know, oh, you can do this game with any build you want, with crappy gear, and, well, you can't. Not right away, anyway. You do have to do some farming on a kind of cookie-cutter league starter first, and I cannot find where I'm supposed to be. Come on. I'm so bad at finding the exits in these. I do want to eventually be one of those people that, you know, completes the whole story in 6 hours, but it ain't happening right now. Sending out my little skulls and supplementing with Flame Dash and my Arc. Oh yeah, I forgot how sturdy this guy was, actually. I've been playing a glass cannon. I've said that this game doesn't like glass cannons, and that is still true. But I am getting a little bit better at dodging on my glass cannon, so... But I can feel the very low damage that I'm doing now. Yeah. So the thing was, I made that video about why you should not kill all the bandits. I hate this lightning storm. And it turns out that you should kill all the bandits. And I'm thinking of doing a video about that. But I hesitate now to try to speak with any authority, like, on this game. I do want to... I'm going to continue doing my playthrough, my gameplay videos, but I probably should avoid trying to sound like I really know what I'm talking about on theory crafting until I've played for a couple hundred more hours. And that is evident by how slowly I'm killing her, my goodness. But yeah, I have since learned that you should kill all the bandits, because as people have pointed out in my comments, you actually can get resistances fairly easily by just crafting them. So I'm going to probably be showing how to do that within this video or the next, for newbies. Yeah, my fighting speed is so slow right now. I need to fix this character. Also, pro tip, if you don't want to use a town portal, you can just exit to the login screen and then, oops, or exit to character selection and relog back in. That's something I learned from watching one of those speedrunners. It's a bit cheap, but hey, everybody does it apparently, so. At least the speedrunners do. Now I'm not gonna really try to turn this series into teaching you how to speedrun or anything like that, but I definitely do need to pick up the pace a little bit, I would say. Because it is actually quite painful how slowly I'm going right now. I don't think I really need any of this stuff. Vulnerability might be good. Of course, that's physical damage. Elemental weakness. I could do that. I do have an open space for that. I'm gonna put that on the same place I've got Molten Shell, because I don't really need Molten Shell right now with as sturdy as I am. Okay. Do I need to do that quest? Yes, I do. Victario's Secrets. I've got a little notepad with my information there. Here's the list that I'm talking about. It's the list of all the optional quests that give passive points. Some of the quests will only give you like respec points or gear, so you can safely ignore those, but don't ignore these, because you need to do these for the passives. And I'll put that in the description too if you want to copy paste it. Okay, here we go. There is kind of a trick to a lot of areas where you can get a general sense of where the exit and where the objectives are by studying how the rooms are formed and just how the direction that you usually find them in. There is a bit of a pattern to some things, and there's actually videos out there that show you what the patterns are. It's surprising just how many areas do have sort of a built-in navigation that you can take advantage of, but I haven't learned the patterns quite well enough just yet. I am getting there though. See, I think the next statue is actually going to be back here. Oh, well, or not. That was a waste of time. You might have noticed, if you're new, you might have noticed a little hammer icon that showed up there briefly. That means that there's a crafting recipe that you can find there. And it is very important to collect your crafting recipes throughout the game. I should clarify here that recipes are static. If you go to your crafting bench and you scroll down, you can actually see what your undiscovered recipes are and where to get them. So, all attributes rank 2 is going to be Labyrinth's Trial in the Tunnel. So, I'm always going to find that recipe there. And once you activate a recipe in the place that you need to go find it, then you will know that recipe on all your characters for the rest of the league. I don't know whether it carries over into standard. Like, if this character is going to know these recipes once he gets transferred to standard, but I think he will, because I already know them in standard, so... But I don't know that specific interaction, but I do know that you get these once, and then it's there for the rest of the league. So when you want to get a specific craft, just check your bench and see where you got to go to get that. And a lot of these are going to be in mapping that's later on after the main story. So, but it is really nice that we actually have a list here so that we know where to go. And as you can see, there are quite a lot. But don't worry too much, because a lot of these you will end up getting just in the regular course of the gameplay. You don't really have to go too far out of your way for most of them. But a few of them that are really valuable, like this one is probably going to be like a T16 map or T15, the 6-link sockets. That's 1,500 fusings, by the way, so don't be in too much of a hurry to get it, because you ain't going to be able to make it yet. Sometimes you'll get a piece of gear that is almost perfect for you, but it's missing 1 or 2 stats. And the crafting bench can help fill in those gaps. That's actually how you can get the resist that we need too, without having to invest too much into resistances on the skill tree. When I made that video about why you shouldn't kill all the bandits, what am I going to do at this point? One moment. I want to go towards minion damage, so I think I'm going to do that, and I'm actually going to take that off. Take that off, minion damage. Take that off. I made a big deal out of diamond skin, and it turns out that we don't actually need it. Let's see. Do I want to go directly into this one? I want to give my minions more damage if I can soon. Because the skulls... Yeah. Well, actually, I could possibly just go down here. Yep, that'll work. Give my little raging spirits a little bit more damage. Start getting the minion build off the ground. But yeah, as I was saying about the resists, putting resists on rings and stuff is actually very simple to do. And it makes it so that we don't have to put so many passive points into elemental resistances and stuff. I'll show how to do that soon. And the thing is that when I made that video, I was coming from like 6 years ago. I haven't played this game in a long time, and back when I first started playing, I seem to remember that the whole meta back then was that you basically had to put every passive point you had into defenses. I am fairly certain that it predated the crafting bench. I don't think that we had the crafting bench back when I first played. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it. And I think that's why I can't seem to open this. It keeps wanting to do my skill instead. But yeah, I think that's why I was going into that video with such a, you know, an obsession over getting resists and armor on the skill tree. You do still have to get some armor and energy shield or whatever, but it doesn't appear to be as bad as it used to be. I used to be really frustrated with the fact that we had to put so much of our points into just nothing but defense. And I believe I griped about that in one of these videos in this series, and it turns out that that's not the way that it used to be. Because of the crafting bench. So yes, when people commented on that video telling me that I was giving bad information, they were correct. And So I did take that video down. And then it turns out that 99% of people, I think, actually they kill all the bandits. So yeah, I was definitely in the minority. That little blue thing on the map there is a hideout. If you're new to the game, you can go in that, and Helena will give you a little quest to clear it out, and then you can use it as your personal hideout. Gonna go turn this quest in. I hope I have all the statues. I'm pretty sure I do. Yep. Gain a passive skill point and 2 respect points. Alright, good. So what I'm gonna do with that is give myself a little bit more minion damage. Let's see, take off this life regen. I'm gonna be making myself a bit more squishy, but probably not as squishy as the other minion build that I'm working on. I'm gonna at least have armor. Do I want to go in this direction right away? Oh, that's irritating to do on controller. Let's see. I think I will start heading through here. Wait, or should I go up here? Three points to start getting some damage, 4 points, and then here I'm getting more defenses before I get to more damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not that much of a difference. Okay. I think I'll just go ahead and go up here. I want to clarify my reasoning here a bit. There are a lot of good minion passives in the far left there, but to get there I would need to travel through one of these 2 defensive node groups. But I'm already way too tanky for my own good because of the passives I've allocated down in Marauder territory. So I've decided for now to travel upwards towards Witch territory, where I can more immediately start dipping into some minion damage. I plan to start traveling through these defensive nodes once I've removed some of the ones that are way down here. The ones down here are really only giving me life and armor, but the ones that are closer to my own starting point will give me life, armor, and energy shield, which is good for my build. Am I insane? Oh no, that it was giving me a different tooltip, and I'm like, I didn't get anything for shields. Okay. Actually, I'm going to remove pretty much everything up to this node right here, I think. Because this stuff is going more towards what my Exsanguinate build was going to be, and I need to move more up here for a minion build. That is a dog wearing goggles, but he still looks awesome. Is he supposed to be Doc Brown? Is that who he's supposed to be? I think it is. That's adorable. He drags his ass. That's it for this video today. I'm going to be doing my best to keep these under half an hour if I can. Basically half an hour per quest. And I would like to go for 15 minutes, but with all the extra explanations I do, it's kind of unavoidable that there'll be longer videos. So, if you have any critiques on how I'm doing these, please let me know, because this is highly experimental, and I would like to make it a nice experience for the viewer, even with all the long explanations. So, as always, thanks for watching.